Thank you for purchasing our quick basis conversion cheat sheet. I created this cheat sheet as a way for us to be able to look at profits at different times of the year and to actually know the numbers before we post any type of journal entry. Okay. So what I'm going to show you today is we're just going to walk through and do a quick cash basis conversion. I'm going to show you what that looks like, but I want to make sure that you're aware that you're only going to be typing information in the green boxes. Do not use any of the other boxes, okay? They calculate, but I also wanted to add notes so you can see that right now we can't click on this. So if you're trying to use it, you might get this pop up, right? The way that you're going to unprotect this sheet is by going into review, and you'll see right here it says unprotect sheet. You should have received the password if you purchased this from me. If not, then, and your password's not working, please reach out to info@mareevuitton.com. Okay? So that being said, I did go ahead and enter the password, and I wanted to show you that this is just a screenshot. I took it from Studio Designer Handbook, and it was just for you to remember the ins and outs. Okay, these are the contra accounts that I'm going to ask you to set up in your studio. You cannot do this entry without setting these up. Okay, so that being said, I am going to dive right in, but I did take a screenshot for you to have a sample for working. Okay, and I already marked out which accounts that you're going to use. So I'm going to go ahead and do it up here. Okay, you can clearly see that that there are totals for all. Whoops, here's the balance sheet, but I'm going to go ahead and show you how we're going to post that. So you can see here from the financials, and I'm just going to work off of the ones that are on my other screen, so I have them up. In accounts receivable, you're just going to enter the amount in your cash receivable or accounts receivable on your financials. Okay, you're going to enter the inventory, and you're going to enter the vendor deposits, and then you're going to go down here into the client deposits, and you're going to enter that exactly as it's shown from the financials you're looking at. Okay, and accounts payable is okay, and here you're going to just take the income, and the income is showing on a balance sheet. And it will give you what the cash basis income should be. And we're going to check that, and I'll walk you through. So I just want to show you where we got those numbers. So you can see it's just coming right off. It's labeled, and I'll probably go ahead and put the cell numbers in here to make it a little easier when you get your copy. Okay, so that's what it should be. So we're going to go right ahead and post this. Okay, so now that we're in your Studio Designer, you're going to just go over to Accounting under Journal Entry, and here's a blank journal entry. You can just start posting or create a template, and I did go ahead and create a template here, okay? And I just kind of want to show you that these amounts are just coming right off of this, okay? And what you're going to see is that, for example, let's just say the accounts receivable right here, accounts receivable for $30,890. You can see here, and where I got that is you're going to credit accounts receivable adjusting, which I am. When we say credit, that's negative $890.35. The offset is an income account, sales income, so it's right here. Okay, I went in and did this journal entry, so it's prepped. If you were off, you would not be able to post this, okay, because it's going to let me post it. Okay, I want to show you that, these financials are exactly the same as the ones I'm showing you. Okay, so we took all the numbers from this, and this is what the balance sheet looks like right now, and I'm going to show you, we're going to go ahead and post this. Okay, so after you're done going in and posting, let's go back over here. Okay, when you're done posting or getting ready to post this journal entry, okay, after you've gone in and done everything. If you have all of the accounts, you know, AR, AP, client deposit, vendor deposit, and inventory, assuming that you have all the accounts, you're going to have all of these: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There should be 10 entries. You can delete if you need to, or make them 0 if you're not using them, because some people like to have the template in full. It's totally a preference thing. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going ahead and backdate this to the 31st of January so I can post it. Okay, and then we are going to go ahead and pull the financials. Okay, but before we pull the financials and post this, I want to make sure that you understood that it was very clear from the spreadsheet that you have to set up the contra accounts. I even give you the account reference numbers here and what they are. Okay, all this. Okay, these have to be set up if they're not already. Some of you already have them and it's not a big deal. How you'll know if you have them is by going into, I go into settings, chart of accounts, and I just type ADJ. Okay, and this one, if you don't have them, this one will still come up. The rest of them will not, because I set those up. This one is a standard account, this inventory adjustment. That's why I name them ADJ, so we can search for them. That lets me know whether you have them or not. Okay, so oftentimes if you don't have any of these set up, you will need to do that, and I basically give you all the details here. Here's the reference number, here's the type, and all of that. And you are going to make them a sub account of their account. See how inventory adjustment is a sub account of inventory. Okay, just show you. Oops. So here you can see, let's go. You can see that I set up the inventory. This is the inventory account. It's 1121. It's an asset, and it's a current asset, and it's a sub account of inventory. Okay, that's all you have to do if you don't have them. Okay, if you need help, you know, you can book help or a call with us. But otherwise, you can set them up yourself. Okay, they don't put them in here because it's not, you know, not everybody needs these accounts. Okay, and we are an accrual-based software, so this is how you would convert to cash basis if you are, you know, sole prop, or if that's what your thing is for tax. Okay, so make sure you set these up if you don't already have them. Now let me go back to the journal entry. Okay, and I do set up a template for everybody I work with, so if you're somebody I work with, you have one. Okay, and you're just going to go in and put these all in. It should zero out. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and post this. Okay, and it's just going to look like this. Actually, I'm going to make one of these off so you'll see that you won't be able to post if it's off. Okay, watch this. So see, you're off by 1. It's not going to let me post it, even if you have to always change the date to the posting date. So watch this. It's not going to let me do it. See, it's not going to let me post it. So that's what's good. So I'm going to go ahead and correct this. You'd have to find out where you're off or misentered. Okay, so now we tie. I'm going to go ahead and post these. Okay, and you're going to know whether or not that was a correct posting by pulling up your balance sheet once again. So I'm going to pull up the balance sheet for December 2023, and we're not going to include zeros, but we do want to see the subledger accounts. So when you see the subledger accounts, it should go right out. Okay, do you see that? So they go in and out, in and out, in and out. Okay, so that's how I know it's correct. And if you were to dive down here, you will see that it does tie out to this pink box. So my spreadsheet was correct, and you can see that. So that is how you would post the journal entry, okay? And I want to make sure that it's very, very clear that now when I hide the sub-accounts, if you did it wrong, there would still be an amount showing. But now you can see that there are, if I hide the sub-ledgers, there are no AR, AP, client deposit, vendor deposit, or inventory, and now our financials are ready to give to our CPA, if that's what you're doing, okay? So this is ready. Now I want to make sure that it is very clear that this cash basis entry must be reversed on January 1st.